The Aborigines of Victoria and Riverina is an 1889 publication of Peter Beveridge's manuscript based on his experiences as a frontier farmer from 1845 to 1868, a time when the indigenous nations were not only numerous in the Lower Murray and Riverina region, but also continued their customs largely untouched by the incursion of white men. My intent in selecting this text is to problematise early British colonial attitudes and the origins of subsequent policies toward Indigenous life, customs, culture and beliefs, with a view to understanding how Australia arrived at the present situation. This provides the opportunity to develop the skills of critical literacy and deep literacy in an historic context, and to engage with the intercultural and Indigenous capabilities of the Victorian curriculum. The nature of the text also lends itself to use in physics and chemistry classes, because the Aboriginal understanding of the conservation of matter comes through very clearly. The observational deficiencies evident in the text may be contrasted with the more balanced and thorough understandings of Indigenous cultural systems, knowledge, beliefs and practices provided by authentic sources such as, for example, the 8 Ways pedagogy. Some questions that might be raised in a class discussion of this text are: in what ways is the text sympathetic or hostile to the Aboriginal people and or their culture? Does the text contain authentic Aboriginal perspectives? If so, which ones? What preconceptions does Beveridge bring with him that might slant his views? How much can be relied upon in his narrative? To what extent do his assertions agree with or differ from contemporary Aboriginal self-understandings? Is Beveridge deficit positioning Aboriginal people and culture? Why? What information can we draw about 19th century British colonial culture from this text? How broadly or narrowly does the text represent the colonists' culture? Which aspects of British colonial culture and its worldview continue today? In what ways has the modern world moved on from the 19th century? Does the text present any Aboriginal perspectives that are more modern than those of the author? Which perspectives? Why do you think Aboriginal traditional education might contain insights missing from 19th century European thought? Most importantly, what consequences may have arisen from the attitudes expressed by Beveridge, both for the European and the Aboriginal peoples?